Out past the city, past the office buildings and cookie-cutter homes, past the soybean fields that give way to trees, and up a long, winding driveway sits a house with bright blue paint on shutters that frame dark, black glass. And in this house, we hear some things. We hear the creaks of weary floorboards as its caretaker tucks in the sheets on a freshly made bed. We hear the squeaks of a wheelbarrow's wheel as it's moved from garden to shed. We hear the crunch of a shovel as it bites into the dirt. We hear scratching, crying, and we hear the soft, insistent sound of a bell. And out of that house, down the winding driveway, past the trees and the fields, we see a car, unassuming and tan-colored, encroaching forward, with all of you inside. And somewhere in that house, the bells ring louder. Welcome to Dread and Breakfast, a podcast where a bunch of goofers stay up late playing Dread and then talk about how it all went wrong the next morning over crepes and some abomination that Christine makes. Hey, Fob, what's Dread?
Dread is a game that is similar to, yet legally distinct from Jenga.
It's a horror RPG, and who needs dice? We use a Jenga tower. Successes and
tower
failures...
that's legally distinct from Jenga.
Exactly, thank you. Successes and failures are determined by making a pull from a tower, and if you knock it over, you die.
Dun dun dun.
Or you're just like irrevocably doomed. There are other rules that we'll deal with later.
Who needs rules?
Who needs rules?
The past is the past.
But so I am Marissa. I am your Dread Master.
The dreaded
The
Marissa.
Dreaded. And I'm running shit, so buckle up.
That's a good way to say it.
So our premise for this evening's story, you are all high school friends. Remember the fleetingness of youth. You're all seniors, and last night was prom. It's circa 2018, 2019, so present day, before the Rona. You have phones. Life is great. And it was a buck wild time, as proms usually are. And the three of you, for the post-prom weekend, elected not to follow the crowd and spend it at the amusement park, beach, whatever. No. You have decided to spend your weekend at a little Air B&B out near one of the state parks, about like 2-hour drive in the middle of nowhere, called McCail Manor. So let's go around and introduce ourselves. Who are you? And tell us a little bit about your characters this evening.
All right, I'll go first.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Christine. Tonight, I will be playing the character of Grace Juilliard.
Ooh.
Grace is a very bubbly but somewhat ditzy high schooler. She is part of the popular crowd by day. When at school, she rolls with all the popular kids, but when not at school, Grace actually spends more time with Derek and Roy. Grace is always prepared. She always has a fanny pack with her that has all the essentials in it, including medicine that she must take at 9 p.m. sharp every day, Band-Aids, hair scrunchies, Altoids, you know, the essentials. Grace's mother is very overprotective. Grace is a bit of a people pleaser. And that's Grace Juilliard in a nutshell.
Yeah, and you were taking Grace's mom's car.
Yes.
To this thing. That must have been a conversation.
It was. My mom never lets me do anything. But I finally convinced her that, you know, it's the end of my senior year. I'm 18. This is the last time I'm going to be able to have a big adventure with my friends that I've known since 6th grade. We promise we'll be good. We never get into anything bad. She can trust me just this once. I swear.
Hey, Fab, what's up?
Hi, I'm Fabrice. I am playing the part of Derek Von Taine tonight. I'm just... had a rough time at prom last night. I'm tired. Not super jazzed right now, but like, you know, I'm sure the weekend will be better. I am one of the aforementioned nerdy friends of Grace. I am also a card-carrying and founding member of the Junior Ghost Society at our high school.
How hard was it to get that approved by, like, who's your advisor?
My
want to do
advisor
what
is
now?
my advisor is our English teacher, Karen. She liked me because no.
You
I'm very
only
sorry.
refer to her as Karen instead of her full name.
Yes. No, actually, I lied. She's not our English teacher. She is our history teacher because that was my best subject and my favorite subject. And so it was easy. Like, I got straight A's. I took extra history courses in school, specifically about the Civil War era. Very interested in that. It's really very cool, and most of the reason that I'm interested in it, not that Karen knows, but it's because there are lots of ghosts from that time because people were not happy when they died, and basically I just had to ask and go, will you do this? It's a ghost club. I think I pitched it to her more as we're researching the history around ghosts and stuff. But no, I have an EMF detector and I have recording equipment and I'm super ready. I don't have it with me right now, but in general, when we go out on a listening adventure, I have that stuff with me and I'm ready to go.
Grace is skeptical, but she loves you as a friend and so goes along with it.
I feel like you come along for the adventure. You don't come along for the ghosty ghosts.
I definitely don't believe that there are ghosts.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's oh man, abandoned buildings? Hell yeah, that's some great Instagram content.
Also, Chad was being really annoying this week, and I just can't spend another weekend with
Please
them.
don't talk to me about Chad. If we could just not with Chad right now.
That's fine with me.
That'd
He's
be
so annoying at prom.
Oh, yeah, he would. Yeah, annoying. That's one word for it. Elroy, you want to come in on this, please?
Hi, my name is Jacob in real life, and today I'll be playing Elroy McGriffin Jr., or you can call me Roy if you like. That's a little simpler, and I don't like going by Junior.
I was just going to ask, can I call you Junior?
No, that's why the Roy.
Can I call you JR?
JR.
I feel like I prefer Roy.
Okay. I think
Also,
Chad,
it would be RJ, wouldn't it?
No, Junior.
Oh.
Chad definitely patented the JR.
Yeah, Chad sucks.
Yeah, he yells JR across the hallway.
Who is Chad for context?
Chad is one of the big football bros. He's kind of the leader of the popular club. It's an on and off thing. I don't know. It's dumb.
Saucy. Elroy, tell us more about yourself other than your name. I feel like we lost the plot a lot.
Sorry.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see. I'm super excited to be done with high school. I feel like I never really fit in. Nobody ever really got me here. I'm super into art, especially sculpture as of lately, or as big as I can get it, I think, is what I want. I really want to make something big and huge that people have to walk around to look at.
Elroy, I'm hurt. I don't get you in high school? Come on, man. We're close.
I mean, you're the exception that proves the rule.
That's fair. I appreciate that.
Excellent. I love it. But yeah, great. So
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Derek, are you going to college after high school?
No, I'm not going to school. I am going to I want to write the definitive book on the supernatural. And so I'm just going to go just all in on that. I need to research, I need to record, and then I need to catalog data, just get all of I need spreadsheets basically of ghosts.
Sick. I'm going to college for business.
it's so on brand.
So you
love it.
You should come, you should be once you're done with college, you can help me with my ghost thing. Cause that could be a business.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, that sounded about right.
What about you, Roy? Are you going to college?
Well, I'm on the wait list for this art school in New York, and I'm sure I'm going to get in. So I'm gonna wait for that. Some people, my parents especially, think maybe I should, look at other colleges or have a plan B or something, but I don't really want to do anything else. So I'm just going to wait for art school.
But you know what? It's your dream, and if you're committed, you can do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm all about going for what you believe in. People have been telling me that I should go to college to get a real job or something, but authors exist, people, and so I'm just going to be an author. It's just going to be about ghosts, and people will read it. People are into the supernatural. Hi, audience. I'm talking to you right now. If you're listening to this podcast, you're into the supernatural.
Oh my God.
Buy Derek's book.
TM.
It's just going to be called Derek's
book. TM.
Derek's good book.
And don't forget about the sequel, Derek's book, Electric Spookaloo.
Derek's book 2, Electric Spookaloo.
All right.
No, or is the second book just called Fontaine? Because it's Derek's book and then Fontaine. Because that's my last name. So the second book is just my last name. Like Derek's book and then Fontaine's book. And it's like, you got to know.
Book of Fontaine.
The Book of Fontaine. It's like the Book of Mormon, but with more Vons and Taines.
Hello, my name is Derek Fontaine.
Yeah, and once you're done introducing yourself, you could make a pull from the tower to get it a little bit unsteady right off the bat.
Tower that is legally distinct from Jenga.
Definitely does not say Jenga on the side.
No, why would it say that? It says dread. This is a dread tower.
Yeah, so you are all probably feeling a bit groggy. You know, prom was yesterday night. Grace, maybe you still have like some mascara remnants going on.
Totally.
Derek, maybe there's still some glitter stuck in your hair, which like, yikes, where did that come from? But it doesn't matter.
Stupid crown.
You're on your way to McCail Manor, this adorable Air B&B. Grace, you're driving. Roy, you are in shotgun. And Derek, you are hanging out in the back. Your GPS has been cutting in and out the deeper you get into this national park zone. Still functional. You can still probably figure your way there. It's about like 3 in the afternoon-ish. You got kind of a late start. You know, you slept through some alarms. But yeah, what's the car ride like? Like, what is the kind of mood? What's going on?
Derek, I feel like you're mad at me.
I mean, I'm not happy with you, right? Or just in general, I guess. I don't know. You're trying to make it like a big thing that you're hanging out with us and not with the other people because they're like being lame or whatever last night, wanting to get drunk. But like, isn't that what Chad always wants to do?
I mean, not always.
Seems like, I don't know. Whenever you're complaining about him, you're always just like, oh, he was trying to get drunk and like, alcohol and whatever, and not ghost stuff. And,
I mean, like, sometimes that's fun, but like, not all the time.
So like, yeah, I don't know what you want from me.
Well, like, this is our big adventure. Like, should we be like excited and stuff about it? I don't know. You seem like you don't even want to be here.
I'm just trying to process. Trying to come to terms with, trying to de-unpack, let's say, last night, because my name wasn't on the ballot, Grace.
I know.
So how did I get to be king? That's cool. That was a fun thing for me.
Why are you not excited about this? You're prom king.
Woo. Yay. Prom king. Dope.
That's like a big deal. That's like
something I really give a shit about.
Hey guys, like prom doesn't matter. Prom's stupid. Like let's just
prom is stupid.
I mean, it was kind of fun. I don't know. I like dancing and stuff.
It's over now though. Like let's just focus on. We got this cool cabin. You told me it's been professionally cleaned, which is very important. And let's go to our cabin and I don't know, have some fun. See some ghosts or get some good Instagram pics or whatever.
Whoa. What?
Yes?
Did you just say ghosts?
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Yes. Yeah.
What, Grace, you're not even here right now. What did you, say more about that right now?
Derek, I mean, all of it is just, you're coming with us, so I assume we're going to find some ghosts.
You're just assuming that there'll be ghosts because I'm there?
I mean,
what? So like, what? I'm just some kind of like boo magnet or something?
Oh my gosh, you did not just say boo magnet.
No, I just mean you're very good at looking for ghosts.
I mean, yeah, I brought supplies.
Exactly. So I'm assuming you're going to use your supplies and we'll find some ghosts or something. Like, that's all I'm saying. Let's focus on that. Forget the prom, move forward, and let's have a good time.
I thought you were going to tell me that you knew something about this place, buddy.
No, I mean, all I know is what Grace has told me, and I was mostly focused on the cleaning details and who they hired to clean it and whether or not they cleaned it.
It's very clean. They had really good ratings on Airbnb.
Did they clean out the ghosts?
No.
Sorry.
How would you even do that?
Holy water? Duh. Garlic?
I thought that was vampires.
God. It's like I don't even know you.
So Derek, I'd like to imagine, goes on a 20-minute tirade about how to properly exorcise a ghost.
Yeah. Rosaries are involved.
You sound like my mother.
Also the urine of a goat.
Ew. Is that real?
All right, so I'm just gonna jump in and do a smash cut.
This is just me talking.
So we just get way away from that conversation, and you're driving along these wooded, winding roads. Grace, you have to slow down considerably because they have some pretty tight turns.
Yeah.
But you finally see a small sign and a turnoff into this long ass driveway, kind of hidden by the trees that line it. And finally, as you're driving down, the trees thin out into this rolling field, and you all arrive at McCail Manor. And even though it's called a manor, it's actually pretty small. It's more like a farmhouse that you can tell was originally supposed to be much larger, and just never got finished. It's a really beautiful restored pre-Civil War home. There's 2 stories with a covered porch held up by these simple white pillars. The front is lined with windows framed by cute little blue shutters. There's a lilac tree, and then to the right of the house, almost looming over its frame, is this massive, gorgeous oak tree. And the driveway kind of branches off to the left, leaving a decent patch of dirt and gravel for you to pull up and park. The driveway also continues going further back onto the property, where you can see a smaller kind of cottage several hundred feet back, and from the listing on Air B&B that this is kind of a caretaker's cottage, where the landscape, they have a gardener who lives there and who makes sure everything looks nice. That's where he lives and hangs out. The host's name is Beverly, you would know that. But Grace, as you pull in to this kind of turnoff, you notice that there's another car already parked there. And your Airbnb check-in was at any time after 2, and it's now 3:30, 4 o'clock.
You didn't invite Chad, did you?
Why would I do that?
Because you guys were on again. I don't know. Was this an on again weekend or an off again weekend?
This is definitely an off again weekend.
Okay. I mean, I'm just weird that there's a car here.
I mean, maybe it's Bev's car.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, so you guys get out, you unload your bags. There's some, clinkety clink of alcohol bottles of Smirnoff or whatever the kids drink now. Whatever. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Gross.
Probably some White Claws.
Oh, definitely some White Claws, but the raspberry ones, because they're the best.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking
ones.
Claws.
Those are good. They have pineapple. No, it doesn't matter. But this car, it's older. There's some rust along the side. You see one of those little plastic sunlight triggered little flowers that dance up and down, just duct taped to the dashboard. And there's a little handicap car hanging from the front mirror. Roy, as you are kind of, you're the last one out of the car, making sure, you get the stuff from the trunk. You watch, Grace and Derek kind of peeking through the car. You don't feel quite right, and I need you to make a pull for me.
Okay.
Roy, you feel wary, really on edge. Your stomach kind of sours, and the back of your neck starts to tingle a little bit, like someone is pricking you with these ice cold needles. And congratulations, you've made a successful pull. So as you turn around to see what is happening, what could have made you feel this way, you get a glance of the house at one of the front windows, and you're not sure, but you could have sworn you saw something in them, but as soon as you even start to turn, it ducks down really fast out of sight. But otherwise, things seem fine. There's a car, cool, whatever. And as you kind of do another sweep, kind of looking across the property and things, that tension slowly kind of fades away.
Grace, did they have a cat or a dog or something at this place?
I don't know. Maybe a cat. I didn't really look that closely. I didn't see one in the pictures.
Who's gonna clean up after the cat if there's a cat?
I mean, I assume it's not our responsibility.
Yeah, we're here for one night, Roy. I mean, cat boxes. If there's a cat box in the basement.
Fine.
I just hope it's clean.
Are you allergic? I have some allergy medicine if you are.
No, it's just I hope it's going to be clean. That's all.
Okay.
I'm sure if they said they were cleaning it, you know.
Everyone in the reviews said that it was like totally spotless. I mean, nobody mentioned a cat, so maybe it's just one that like hides a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, so are you guys going up to the front door? Are you going around? You're going to like key this mysterious
the
car?
front door. Look at how cool this porch is.
I would, yeah, no, I think like I'm huffy about it, but like I'm starting to feel like this place looks cool
It's so
to
cool.
Derek.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yeah, this is your shit. You know the architects
I
are like...
told you you'd love this place.
I'm like begrudgingly like I'm easing into like being okay with. It's like, yeah, no, this. Good job, Grace. This place looks pretty cool.
Thank you.
So you guys make this really hard decision and walk up to the porch. Wow, we're like 2 bullet points down on my notes, guys.
How many bullet points you got?
I'm not telling you. So there are these cute like white wooden chairs and like a table, and like the ceiling, there's like alternating like iron lanterns and like little flower baskets.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we should totally have a picnic out here this evening.
That sounds good. I feel like the bugs seem under control.
We can light like some citronella candles or something.
There is
you
a
bring-
citronella candle on the porch already.
Yeah.
5-star Airbnb rating. They deliver.
Is it lit?
No, fresh wick, baby.
We need to move this story.
Yeah, so you also notice, Derek, you notice this, that next to the front door, there is a historical plaque mounted to the wall.
I would read the shit out of that.
Axel, I'm so glad you did. Quote, though its construction was never completed, McCail Manor and its caretaker's cottage remained a stunning example of pre-Civil War buildings in the state. Construction began in 1825, but was halted when General George McCail was killed in a hunting accident in July 1826. His wife Carolyn and their 3 children died the following winter, and the family is buried in a small plot on the property. Through generous donations, the home was fully restored in 2015 and has proudly welcomed guests ever since.
Creepy
And
but charming.
creepy but charming is its whole aesthetic.
I'm really like, okay, so we've got a dead dad, and did it say how many kids?
There are 3.
I'm gonna be looking into that because we've got 5 ghosts.
Do you have just a note, like a flip book that you just have old detective style, like dead, yes, check, love?
It's like dad dead, mom dead, kids died, 3 of them.
I would hope it was the 1820s, and we are in 2019.
Well, yeah, but these guys died. You know, it's like this is ghost fodder here. It didn't say like died of old age. It's like they died of like mysterious circumstances.
They were children.
Yeah, mysterious.
That's what I'm saying.
There's like kid ghosts. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Grace.
I know.
Like,
Why are you so edgy around me? God.
I'm just I'm going inside.
Yeah, so I'd say, since you're reading the plaque, and Grace, you are too, I think, Roy, you're the one who opens the door, and it's not locked, which is kind of weird because, Grace, you definitely had a, find the key under the citronella candle on the table type of thing, but just walk right on in. It looks about as lovely as you would expect and can imagine. It opens into a foyer. There's kind of like a heaviness about the place that you can't quite articulate why. It just seems kind of weighty in here. But the foyer's super cute. It opens up into the living room, which is decorated with these like chairs and vintage rugs. It's very, very cute. And as you all kind of pile into the foyer, you all hear some sounds coming from like the back of the house. The living room has 2 doors that are just open, like open doorways on either side of the fireplace that leads into a dining room. Grace, you would know most of the layout from the many, many pictures on Airbnb. And you guys can smell, like the lilac flowers, and they're sweet and they're strong, but you also smell something else. It smells even sweeter like that. It smells like cookies, and you start hearing like clangs, something like clattering like onto the floor, wood slamming shut.
Hello? Is somebody there?
I wonder if it's the last people. I thought we were supposed to be the only ones here.
And Roy, as you kind of shout that out, you hear just like 10 pans just hit the ground and just clatter all over the place.
It's a freeloader.
And you hear, oh my goodness, oh my gracious shining stars. And there is a woman peeking out in the doorway, kind of looking through the living room at you. She has like 2 oven mitts on that are somehow backwards yet still functional, with like little llamas printed on them. And she has an apron that is just like all covered in flour. And she was holding a tray of hot cookies, but now she's just holding a spatula and looks exceptionally distressed.
Are you Beverly?
Oh, yeah, yes. Let me check my list. And she kind of pats herself and looks around in her apron, and she pulls out a steno notebook that is suspiciously similar to yours, Derek, only hers is like bright pink and has, again, like alpacas and llamas and little cactuses on it, paradoxically.
Are you assuming that mine is not bright pink?
Oops.
It's not, but
Oh, well.
I'm just wondering if you're assuming that.
No. And she kind of flicks it, and she has like these big like 70s glasses. Her hair, like picture a poodle. Picture that poodle on this woman's head.
Love it.
This is her hair. And she kind of like adjusts her glasses. She's like, "You're Grace?"
Yeah, that's me.
Just Juniper. Yup, that's it. And Grace and 2 guests. I'm so sorry, dears. I thought I said on the email that you could check in any time after 2.
It is. It's 3:30.
Oh,
But that's
it
okay.
is.
I mean, if you're not ready, we could like go for a hike or something.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Must be my old age creeping in on the brain again. I swear I lose all kinds of time in
It's
this
okay.
house. I'm almost done. I'm just straightening things up and doing a last minute clean.
Well, thank you for that.
Oh yeah, here, come on in. I'll. And she kind of bends down, like very slowly. She's older, and like trying to like pick up like the cookies with the spatula and put them back on the tray because they're kind of hot. And kind of gestures you forward.
Can I help you?
Oh, I would love it if you would. I was baking cookies to leave on the table for you.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Oh, thanks. Derek Roy, are you watching this woman, or are you like setting your bags down? Like, what's up?
I'm watching in horror and trying to hold my tongue. Everything within me wants to scream, like, just throw them in the trash. Just the cookies are garbage now. Don't worry about it. But I'm kind of just standing back and wringing my hands and holding my tongue and waiting for it all to be over.
Yeah, so Roy, you are like twitching, right? But Grace, you and Beverly kind of get the cookies back on the tray, and they do throw it in the trash. She's not a monster.
Oh, I was going to say, Derek's all in on that. That's like, you've heard of the 3-second rule. It's like the minute and a half rule for Derek. So like, those are still good cookies.
Yeah, I feel like Derek like helps, but just pockets the cookies.
Oh, I smuggle a couple of them out of there.
Excellent. You super
Roy
do.
looks on in horror.
But yeah, so she kind of, brings you into the dining room, which again is super cute. The whole back wall is these like big, like, I think they're like French doors with like the big windows in it that just open right outside. On the dining room table, like she was clearly like getting things together. Like there's the Air B&B sign-in book with all the rules and stuff. There is a plate with undamaged cookies, about like half a batch's worth. You kind of get her settled, and she, washes the dishes, and she is like talking to you, and she says, "Oh, I'm very sorry that I'm here. I didn't mean to intrude on your stay, but everything's in that little book or on the E line.
Oh, great!
If you want to look there, if you feel free to look around. It's been fully restored house. The upstairs study we've turned into a little museum.
Oh,
lots of the family's things were still here when we took over. But please do not try to put a fake mustache on the moose head. It took Gregory and I a heck of a time trying to scrape it off without damaging the moose head."
Oh, don't worry. We wouldn't do that anyway.
That's very kind of you. I would hate to give you a 4-star rating on Airbnb as guests. It really hurt my heart to do it to the last group.
Oh.
But, yeah, I did you have any questions before I get out of your hair?
Yeah, is there like a pet or something here, miss?
Oh, no, we are, I'm sorry, we're a no pet friendly Airbnb. We do have some, like historical pieces that we don't want anything to happen to.
Thank God. Okay.
Oh, are you allergic? Do you need...
No,
and she fishes into a fanny pack, suspiciously similar to yours is Grace, only 10 times bigger. And you hear like 18 different, like, I have Benadryl and knockoff Benadryl.
No, that's okay. No, I was just...
extra strength Benadryl.
I just wanted to make sure everything was going to be clean.
Arthritis
It was
medicine,
fine.
high blood pressure.
Are you my grandmother?
I don't think so, but I would be delighted if I was. You seem like a very upstanding young lady.
Oh, thanks, Beverly. Are there any areas of the house that we can't go into?
Oh no, I mean I wouldn't recommend going into the attic. That's mostly just storage, but
Is there anywhere you wouldn't recommend going because of cold spots? Or has anyone ever felt any particular way?
Derek.
oh, young man, when you get to be my age, you're always cold. Do you see the 14 sweaters that I am wearing?
Has anyone ever felt like uncomfortable or any other kind of...
I would hope not. We're very proud of our 5-star rating on the Airbnb.
Thank you for the cookies. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Well, this is a weird energy to bring to the table.
Just ignore him. He's in a mood.
Oh, I get it.
Lady just going, yeah, man, I get that. I feel that way too sometimes.
Anyway, I'll get out of your hair. I'll stop at the caretaker's cottage and let Gregory know you're here. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Gregory in a while. We should catch up over some chamomile tea. We're always on different schedules. He's our gardener. He keeps everything looking beautiful. You'll have to check out the backyard.
Oh,
it's very lovely. Anyway, I'm a chatterbox. I'm very sorry.
sorry.
But yeah, again, please do not vandalize the moose head and
dream of it.
Have a lovely stay. And she kind of gathers, she shoves like her half-dried cookie pans like in a bag and just kind of like skadoodles on out through the front. Yeah, you guys, the house is yours.
So Roy, we are totally gonna put she just mentioned mustaches on the moose. So I'm thinking fake eyelashes.
Oh my gosh, you
or
can't
Where do you think we
that.
can find a fake beard?
You
out
guys.
here?
give the moose a good goatee.
You can't do that to that sweet old woman. Oh my gosh.
She said no mustaches.
She didn't say anything about beards or
You
eyelashes.
guys are the worst. Let's just explore this place. It's really cool.
What about a big clown nose?
Don't touch the moose.
I have one here in my pocket that I always bring with me for reasons.
Bullshit. I did not approve a clown nose. You do have a clown nose. That's excellent.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so you guys explore the house, kind of pick your bedrooms and stuff. So as I mentioned,
I get the biggest one.
that would be on the first floor. So the foyer opens right up into the living room, which then has 2 little doorways into the dining room. To the left of the foyer, there's a doorway that leads into a kitchen and like a small butler's pantry that also connects to the dining room. And to the right of the foyer, there is the master bedroom, master bath kind of area. So Grace, if you wanted that room, that is yours. So Grace, that will be your master suite. There's also, by the master suite, there are stairs up to the 2nd floor. And let me know if I need to repeat any of this. But on the 2nd floor, there is a trapdoor up to the attic. It's one of the ones that is on the ceiling. You pull a thing and whatever. There are also 2 other bedrooms that are connected through a Jack and Jill kind of bathroom. And there's also the study/trophy room zone where the aforementioned moose lives.
Guess we're sleeping upstairs.
Do you care which one?
Yeah, there is one on to the right of the house where out the window you can look at that big ass oak tree. And then there's one to the left. You can kind of see the caretaker's cottage and that half of the property.
I don't have a preference, Roy.
I guess I'll take this one on the right with the nice view of the tree.
You like naturey stuff.
Yeah, it's a cool big tree.
All right, I'll Do I see anything besides the cottage through my windowy gaze?
I mean, like you can see like the tree line of where like the like forest kind of starts again. But you know, pretty chill.
While they're picking rooms, can I be exploring mine and maybe rifling through some things?
Yes, you may. Actually, fuck that. Yeah, you can. Make me a pull, though.
Okay. Success.
Yay, successful pull. So yeah, Grace, as you're, you know, like rifling around, there's like a dresser and like there's an old timey like chest like near the foot of the bed. Nothing's really in there. Like you find some spare blankets in the chest, but you do notice something kind of interesting, kind of tucked up by the doorway, like just to the right of the door, with these silken cords running down, like straight to the ceiling, is a tiny golden bell.
Interesting.
And as you kind of like, oh, that's weird. And you like look, you like start poking around the bathroom, like opening, there's like, you know, like spare toilet paper, spare shampoo, whatever. There's also a little bell by this doorway.
What happens when I ring them? Do they sound normal?
Do you ring it?
Yeah, I ring it.
Yeah, there's a bell. It has a beautiful tinkling chime. Roy and Derek, as you're kind of, you know, unpacking, you know, exploring your rooms, you hear like pretty distinctly just like a bell ringing. You can tell it's coming from downstairs. And as you both kind of look, you know, like what the fuck, both of your rooms also have bells kind of, and some like might not be near the door, like some might be, you know, closer to the bed or whatever. But Roy, my friend Roy, you need to make me a poll.
I will do this.
Roy, as you're looking around in the corner of your room, you see a pile of dirt just like chilling in the corner.
What? Grace, I thought you said they were going to clean this place.
They
just
did.
Just like a pile of just straight up dirt in the corner.
What?
Has anyone seen a broom or like
into Derek's
a
room.
shovel or like I'm gonna need to clean this up, and I'm gonna head to the kitchen and look for like a broom or something.
Whoa. Roy, just switch rooms with me. It's no big deal.
No, but I already know there's dirt here. I gotta clean the dirt.
Roy, we're in a national park.
No.
You don't understand. There's dirt in the house. Like, I'm looking for a broom.
I'll help out.
Yeah, so where do you guys look? Do you look in like bathroom, like study?
I'm looking in
like...
the kitchen, I feel like, or closets and stuff around there.
You take the downstairs, Roy. I'll take the upstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
I inspect the dirt.
You do. It is dirt. It smells like dirt. If you lick it, it'll taste like dirt.
I'm not gonna lick it.
It smells like nice. It
Lick
smells
it,
like
you coward.
gross.
Fine, I lick the dirt.
You get corona, but
It's 2019.
That's canon now.
no. Yeah, it smells really nice. It smells like freshly tilled, but like it's nothing really out of the ordinary. Who's checking upstairs and who's checking downstairs?
I'm checking upstairs.
I'm down.
Yeah. Derek, you don't like, you look like in the study and like
in the bathroom, I think, because like a dustpan maybe.
Yeah, so you look in the bathroom, you find like some spare toothbrushes.
That's great. I didn't pack one.
You also find some more dirt. Like you open like a cabinet and there's just some, like, not a lot. Like it's not a mound, right? It's just like anthill level of dirt, just kind of like in some crevices and like in some corners.
I'm closing the cabinet and I'm going to not tell Roy about it. And I'm gonna like hide it. Like there's like I imagine maybe there's like some Lysol wipes or something.
Yeah, you
like
cover that shit up real quick.
I just like push the can like over it. So it's like on, like if it's like a little anthill mound, you know?
Yeah, you can hide
like
that.
I just like...
No, I cannot see. But Roy, you poke around in like the kitchen and the butler's pantry and you find like a tiny little like feather duster kind of thing. that you can probably use.
Wait, well, didn't you say there was was it a shed or something that we saw in the back?
Yeah, so there is a caretaker's cottage. It's like kind of like a mother-in-law suite, but not, because they didn't have those back then, I don't think, maybe. But it's like a one-room kind of little like apartment house thing, and then there's like a big shed that is attached to it, where the gardener kind of lives and like works and stuff like that.
That sounds like that might have
yeah.
Because you're that feather duster is not sufficient.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. Grace, can we talk to the gardener guy or something? See if he's
Gregory?
got a broom. Yeah, Greg. Did they give you a number for him or something?
You could just go knock on the door.
Yeah, why don't we just go knock on the door?
Yeah, I guess. Let's go knock on the door.
Or do we just go to the shed? We could just go to the shed.
We should probably ask first.
Yeah, I feel like let's ask him. Let's see if Greg's home.
I mean, we paid for this thing. I think we can, just take a broom for 5 minutes. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, so you're all back in Roy's room, and you can kind of see like out the window there's the big oak tree. As you're talking about Gregory, coincidentally, you can see him just like walking towards like the backyard. He has like a wheelbarrow with like some dirt in it, some like sheets and stuff, like some tarps. He's like super, super pale skinned guy, wearing like work clothes. Like he has like a little scarf around his neck. But that he is like kind of walking towards the back of the property. So the shed is probably empty. If you wanted to do
Could we catch him if we go right now?
You can certainly try.
I run after Gregory.
Make me pull. Yeah, so Grace, you run, like you're like, there he is, holy shit. And you just like tear shit out of this house and you kind of run around, like to like by the tree to try to catch him. And you're able to make it there like pretty fast. Like you are, a sprightly young woman.
That's true.
And you kind of round the bend and you
won the superlative for most sprightly.
in your high school yearbook, most sprightly. Is that a thing? I love it, if it is.
It is now.
Excellent. Congratulations. You got prom king and most sprightly. So as you round...
that was an excellent eye roll.
Thank you.
As you round the corner, you don't see him. Like you can see like in like the grass where like the wheelbarrow has gone and you can see, he's kept going, but he somehow has outpaced you. So you kind of, slow down, like that's kind of weird, and you follow around to the back of the house where you are able to see this gorgeous garden. There's more little patio chairs out here. There's a cobblestone walkway overrun with vines and creeping herbs, and this huge garden with lilac bushes and twisting flowering trees, and there's blackberry bushes and snapdragons and morning glories, and everything is immaculate.
Lovely.
And so you can see, the caretaker's cottage is off to the left. And just ahead of you is a decently small but very impressive hedge maze.
Whoa.
It is made of like these lush green bushes trimmed perfect 90-degree angles. There's an iron arch over its entrance with roses that are climbing up and above. And it's tall enough to where you can't see over it. So you don't really get a glimpse of what is, inside or past it or anything. It's just part of this property. Roy and Derek, when Grace takes off through the house, do you guys go after her? Do you just kind of shrug your shoulders and like, well, whatever?
Derek's a problem solver. There's a very simple solution to this problem, and it is I go to the shed and get a broom and like, yeah, Grace, okay, you go talk to a guy, I guess, and he'll just come and get the broom. But like,
I'm just being polite.
Yeah, well, you're not there. Roy's having a time right now, and I want that to stop. All right, Roy, I'm just gonna go get a broom. We can mop this up. Like, I think, the gardener's just gonna do that too. And like, I don't want to deal with another person right now. I want to, ghosts, man. I don't want to talk to living stuff.
Okay, just hurry. Let's just get it over with.
Want to come with? Buddy cop adventure.
I don't know if I'm ready for breaking and entering yet.
I mean, it might be open. You never know. The house was open. It's like,
yeah, I'm gonna keep looking in here. I'm gonna see what I can find.
Whatever. I go to the shed.
Yeah, Roy, I feel like you at some point find the Lysol wipes in the bathroom and the dirt underneath them. So you're probably like wiping that up and like disinfecting everything. Yeah.
Plan
Derek,
was foiled.
well, but Derek, you you approach the shed. So it is kind of like the manor in miniature almost. It's of the same style. There's, the cute little porch, everything. It's just much, much smaller. So that is to, in front of you, and then there's also the shed. You're going to, the shed. It's kind of like a garage. They've definitely made this more present day for convenience. You do see Beverly's car has been driven back here. So she is, still hanging out somewhere.
So she's I could assume that she's in like the stepmother, like the mother-in-law suite. I don't know what it's called.
You can assume whatever you would like.
All right, so she's just hanging out, whatever. I mean,
I will say, just to speed things up. But yeah, the shed, like the big up and down garage door is open. You can see inside. There's workbenches.
There's a broom. If I talk to the old lady, she's just going to like talk to me. And also she's going to insist that she does it. And it's going to take her a million years to sweep up the thing and go up the stairs. I got this.
It's taking us a million years to sweep up the thing.
Yeah,
it really is. You see a broom. It's surrounded by golden light. You go in the fucking shed.
Angels descend.
It's a trap. I don't go. No, I go in, I grab the broom, and I go back up and sweep up shit.
Just give me that. I'm gonna take care of the dirt.
Yeah, so you're able to go in, grab the broom. When you're in there, maybe it's the dust, maybe it's the outside. Ooh, spooky. You kind of get like a tightness in your throat for just a little bit. You're not in there long enough for anything, to be weird. But it's just kind of like a little tightness there. But you grab the broom, you take it back up to Roy. Grace, by this point, I think you have rejoined them in the house, and you are able to sweep up. You find dirt in basically any room you check at some point, and any room that you check also has a little bell.
What? Anyone know would I know anything about bells? Like, I'm a history buff.
So you go into the study, there's like little museum cases with stuff in it. There's like, the moose. There's also bookshelves. Then a lot of them jog your memory because one of them, there's a couple, like, these types of homes probably had servant bells that will, you ring for the servants, whatever.
That's what it's for.
Yeah. You also remember that in the 18th-ish, 19th-ish centuries, safety coffins were very in vogue where, people, if you got buried alive, would ring a bell, theoretically, and someone would come dig you up.
Yikes.
Paid to be a light sleeper, guys.
Yikes.
Yeah, but you can intuit no one's getting buried here. Probably a servant bell in the house. But yeah, so you are able to clean. The house is once again yours. It's by this whole fiasco, probably dinner time. You guys have brought food,
And I run in.
So, Grace, what was this about that being like really clean? Professionally clean?
Well, I don't know. I guess, like, everyone has their bad days when they're not great at cleaning. But something that's even cooler is that I found this giant hedge maze in the backyard when I was out looking for the gardener guy. It's so cool, you guys. I think we should go and explore it. There's, like, flowers all over the archway. It looks really awesome, like something out of, like, Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, well, I've spent the whole evening cleaning at this point, or the whole afternoon up until the evening, so I feel like I'm ready to explore, look around, get out of the house. Yeah, I could take a look at a maze.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, okay, let's go. That sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah. We grab some sandwiches from our food because it's almost dinner time.
I feel like, yeah, we packed sandwiches, maybe.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely brought food.
Yeah.
I
bring a bag of chips.
You bring some chips. They're Ruffles, sour cream, and cheddar.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Ruffles Sour Cream and Cheddar Podcast.
The podcast where we just talk about Ruffles sour cream chips.
My Ruffles in me.
My Ruffles in me. Yeah, so you all, pack up. It is like starting to get into the evening, so keep that in mind. It will get spooky and dark soon.
We bring some flashlights.
Do you have flashlights?
Yes, because I'm always prepared.
You do have many flashlights in your fanny pack. That is, you got me there. Well, yeah.
Mama raised me right.
In what order do you go into the hedge maze? Who is leading?
probably me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely last and starting to second guess this.
I would no. I
would say you'd be middle.
Yeah, I think Derek would be like, Roy, you go in the middle. I know you're not like,
Okay.
That
happened.
Like, well, like, or no, like, do you think you'd be last? Like, this is a discussion.
No, I feel like I'm hesitant, but you coerce me. You kind of
come on, Roy, live a little.
Push me in, but
where's your sense of
direct
adventure?
Me, and then I go in.
Yeah. So you guys, are just about to get into the hedge maze. You have your sandwiches, you have your chips, you have your little flashlights, and you take about 2 steps in when you start hearing a bell. And it's very faint, but you definitely hear it ringing.
All of us are hearing it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the old lady? Did someone leave the window open from like upstairs or something?
I don't know. My room's downstairs.
Well,
no, I definitely closed all the windows after I cleaned them.
Yeah, because I feel because we definitely dumped the dirt out the window.
Yeah,
because like that was the easiest way to get rid of it.
But as you're kind of talking, looking at each other, it gets faster and much more insistent. This thing is ringing and ringing and ringing.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
Make a pull.
She got you there.
I'm not immortal.
But yeah, Derek, it's weird. It's you can hear it, and it almost seems to be coming from everywhere. Like you can definitely tell it's coming back from the house, but it almost seems like it's coming from in front of you. It's almost like you can feel it pulsing in your veins. Like it is a very pervasive ring.
Guys.
What?
Ghost. It's a ghost. The bell is a ghost. All right, we're gonna. Okay. So, fuck. It's back up in my room. Damn it. I need to go get my EMF detector. I need to go get my podcasting equipment.
You brought none of those. You explicitly said you brought none of those.
I did bring none of those.
You said you brought supplies.
Yeah. Okay. So, I feel like I would still have like an EMF detector, like
it's small enough to have.
I don't have my like record. Like, I mean, I have my phone.
Yes.
So like that's my recorder.
Do you look at your phone?
Yeah, because like, yeah. I would like, okay, so the bell's ringing, guys. It's a ghost, because it's coming from everywhere, and I feel it inside of me.
Oh,
so
the ghost is inside of you.
Gross.
I didn't mean them like that.
Yes, the ghost is inside of me.
Yikes.
So no, I take out my phone and I'm like getting out
I hate that. I'm so sorry.
and I'm getting out the recording app. Like the I want to take like a recording of what's like the phenomenon that we're experiencing right now.
Yeah, so you look at your phone and you just do a cursory glance and you're like, that's weird because your battery, like when you got here, was definitely like 80%. It's like down to 30. Like it has been very drained very quickly.
Fuck. I close YouTube, which I had Ghost Adventures running in the background maybe or something.
You do have a charger back, I'm sure, with your stuff.
Yeah, but well, okay. So
if you put it on airplane mode, it'll stop trying to find a Wi-Fi signal, and sometimes that helps the battery.
That's probably Thanks, Grace.
Hey Grace.
Yeah.
Can you make me a pull?
Okay.
So you are, Derek's going on and on about, oh my gosh, my ghost thing, oh my gosh, my phone, oh my gosh, whatever. And as you, thank you for making a successful pull, as you kind of turn to like give him this lecture about airplane mode, you get a glimpse of the house behind you and, you're not too far from it. And you see something in the window. In the dining room, you see just peeking out a small white face with stringy blonde hair falling over its forehead in limp strands, and it has this insane pair of bright blue eyes. They are burning into you, and this boy is just staring at you. But you don't pay much attention to the pale skin or the bright eyes, because what grabs your attention the most is his mouth. And all around his white lips are speckles and smudges of bright crimson blood. But once you see him, he ducks down and is gone.
You guys, I think I just saw something in the window of the house.
Did you see a ghost? Was it a ghost?
I don't know.
Grace, was his ghost?
It might have been a ghost, but ghosts aren't real. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Ghosts aren't real.
It looked like a boy, but his mouth was like all bloody. Oh my gosh.
A bloody manifestation.
You take out your pocket guidebook to Ghosts
I'm
101.
How are you so calm about this?
Because this sounds like a real manifestation. This is awesome. Grace, you picked the best bait. This is just what I needed after prom. Thank you so much.
Prom king is going after the ghosts.
Yeah, okay, we can bring that up again. Sure, that's...
And I should mention, once, you saw this really, weird vision, as soon as that ducks down, bell stop. Total silence.
Can I play back in... So there's silence now. I'd be like, what's your name? And and then, what do you want?
When you say, what do you want? Bell starts again. But it doesn't last very long. It's just a quick, Grace, how you rang it. How you rang it before, it's just, quick ding ding. That's it. And this time you can definitely tell it's coming from the house. It is not as echoey and strange.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Ghosts,
That's
guys,
so
I'm
weird.
telling you, it's ghosts.
I can't decide if we should go back to the house or to go into this maze. Both of those seem like horrible ideas right now.
All our stuff's in the house. We're going back in the house. I'm going to get my stuff.
But I saw a bloody little boy in the house.
That sounds
And it was full
awesome.
of dirt.
Well, the dirt's gone now, Roy.
You're welcome.
Roy, I should mention, hedge maze is dirt and leaves. That's not
Yeah, but
great.
it's outside. I don't sleep there.
Still dirt.
Yeah, but it's outside.
That's fair.
Guys, I gotta go. I look at my phone. What time is it?
It's,
Around the time.
5:36.
Okay.
Dinner time for sure. Sandwiches and chips are not going to cut it.
Derek, how do you know if a ghost is friendly or not?
Well, you kind of only know after after they try to do something to you.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Well, but the ghost hasn't done anything to it's a little boy, probably. So you're looking at, okay, it's definitely one of the kids from the house. Yeah. So if that's the ghost, and I didn't see it, which is weird, but if that's who the ghost is, probably not a problem, because maybe you're maybe looking at it's only be a problem if the kid died violently or something, and then they'd have a grudge or whatever. But we're all pretty non-threatening. I feel like we might be okay.
Okay, I guess let's go back in.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta what do you do? What do you do for to make a ghost know that you're okay?
We could give it something?
One of our sandwiches?
Okay. No, guys. We could let's go inside, and I'll bring out okay, I brought something for just this occasion to help us out.
What?
Let's you guys go get food. I'm gonna run upstairs, grab my stuff, bring it down, meet you in the living room. We'll have dinner, and we'll talk to some ghosts. It'll be great.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay.
What do you mean talk to the ghosts?
Hey, you ever heard of a Waluigi board?
A what?
No.
You ever heard of well, I have the
A Wigga board?
I have the original crafted by the Hasbro Warlocks.
Wah or nah?
I hate that so much.
No, that's not the one that I have. That one's fairly useless, as you cannot spell anything but wah with it.
Yeah,
What more could you need?
Somebody Google the Waluigi Ouija board. You have a real Ouija board, not this garbage.
Yeah, I have a real I have a state-of-the-art genuine Ouija board imbued with all the dark energies from the Hasbro Warlocks.
I'm starting to think maybe I should have gone to the roller coaster park.
Can we
With Chad?
No, what? With
This is spooky.
You'd rather be with Chad?
No.
Well then.
Okay, Let's go.
We go and we prepare our dinner, our sandwiches.
Yeah.
And
Well, you have sandwiches for an appetizer for sure, but you also brought stuff to cook.
do you want the tacos or the hamburgers tonight?
Just whatever you're feeling.
Hamburgers are faster. Okay. And
Great.
I clean all the dishes before we start cooking. Then we cook the hamburgers.
You do. And like you come in and it smells real nice because like you guys did like a really thorough job cleaning. Like it smelled, they're like lavender
We
scented.
did.
Roy did an excellent job.
Thanks,
and
Roy.
you go into the house and you're on edge at first. Cause like there's some,
we just saw this creepy boy.
there's some weird energy, but
You just saw the creepy boy.
I just saw the creepy boy.
yeah, but as Grace and Roy, you're, cooking and you're, Roy cracks some few jokes to like ease the tension and you both kind of feel yourselves getting a little bit comfortable in spite of yourselves. Like the bells aren't ringing, like it seems fine. You don't see anything, like
We talk about that one song that we danced to at prom that was super fun.
yes.
When the DJ played the Nyan Cat song and everyone freaked out, but then we just started dancing in the middle of the dance floor. Or not, okay.
I don't know where to go from there.
Yeah, so you guys like it kind of almost seems normal. And you guys make some hamburgers, you dice up some tomatoes, make some guac to have because everyone likes guac.
With hamburgers?
You can have a side, whatever.
Okay.
You've never had guac on a burger?
No, I don't eat burgers.
That's fair.
There are some veggie burgers and salads that you also brought.
Well, Grace is not vegetarian.
This is true. Grace
Christine is
loves the red
sometimes.
meat. But yeah, and Derek, like you like run upstairs, like you're like, doing all this investigation discovery bullshit. You like grab your Ouija board, you dust it off, it's great. And like you come down, you get it set up in the living room and you wait expectantly.
I feel like I'd know, like or maybe I'd set it down and like then go help with dinner so we can like get this like.
Sorry, so presumptuous of me. But yeah, so you grab the Ouija board, you set it down, you like run into the kitchen and you come into the song conversation and start re-mimicking your dance moves minus the glittery crown on your head. And you've watched enough ghost shows to like understand like vibes and you know that like spooky stuff comes and goes and like seems chill. Like whatever was there, if anything, isn't now, or at least it's not paying you any attention. So you all sit down, you eat your dinner, and then it's, maybe 6:30 by this point. After, Roy thoroughly cleans the dishes to pristine.
Of course.
After the dinner. So you grab more snacks, probably crack open those White Claws. And you all settle down in the living room to talk to some ghosts. In the living room, there's a big fireplace in the middle of the room, and there's like a big rug, which I assume is where you guys kind of set up so you can all sit down and have your hands on the little planchette and everything.
Have we ever played Ouija together before?
That's an excellent question. Would Derek have done that?
I feel like yes.
Okay.
Or well, Derek would have offered before. Like we've gone to, I feel like abandoned buildings, like spooky places, and Derek has definitely had this with him. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like I think it's more fun if it's up to you guys if we've actually like done this before or if like this is the first time. I think that'd be
We've probably played at least once or twice.
Yeah, I feel like we've done it before, but it's always felt just kind of.
Oh, this is a fun little thing.
Like it's spelled
we played
out
the fun game.
It's spelled out butts. Like
I feel like it's spelled out butts a lot.
I think that was you guys thought that was funny, and I was like, guys, come on, can we take this seriously, please? And you guys are like, what? No, the ghost just wants butts right now. Like, whatever, man. And I'm just like, oh.
the booty.
Yeah.
The booty.
Yeah. But so you're set up in front of the fireplace, and above the fireplace is a really, really beautiful portrait of a woman. She's wearing a deep sapphire colored dress that cinches at her throat, and she's, just sitting, smiling, just very staged portrait. And there's like a little metal plaque at the bottom of the frame in fancy script that reads Lady Carolyn McCail, who you intuit to be the wife of the dude who owned the house. And either side of the frame are 2 super ornate like flower vases with some marigolds and lilacs in them. And there's also like
so many lilacs.
Very lilacs. And there's couches, chairs and stuff, but you are in this little zone. So Derek, how do you begin?
Okay, everyone. So we all gotta, sit down, get comfy. You guys know the drill. We all put 2 fingers each hand, put on the little thingy, what is
Planchette?
it? The little planchette. And we sit here. We are still. We are calm. And I guess I'll be the one to talk to the ghost and ask it the questions.
All right.
I'm certainly not doing it.
Can I have my phone recording this again?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I would like to listen back to that later. This will be great for the book. Guys, I'll mention you in the book. I'll give you guys a special recommendation. Not recommendation. What did a special
acknowledgement?
Dedication.
Dedication. Yeah, great acknowledgement and dedication. You guys are helping me so much. Thank you. And I'm Grace. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate this. And so I think we all put our fingers on it. And
I very gently push it towards the B.
I'm no, can you not? Can you not?
I'm not, I swear.
I haven't even asked anything yet. The ghost wouldn't move it.
The ghost just knows what it wants, and it wants the booty.
I said thank you too early.
Okay, sorry. We'll take this seriously.
Okay. So, put our fingers on it, and then I would go, is anyone there?
Yeah, and you, Derek, you're very familiar with this kind of game. It doesn't always work right away. You kind of have to channel your spiritual energy. And what I, as Marissa, hate a Ouija board, so I don't fuck with this. But yeah, so you kind of wait for a minute. You kind of center your mind. You can feel your friends kind of centering themselves, and very, very slowly the planchette begins to move to the B. And then very, very slowly it moves to the U. And then hangs out on the T for a little bit. And then moves to the S.
I'm not doing that. Are you doing that?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this time, I swear.
So it ended up on yes?
Butts, yes.
But yes.
That's that.
And as you're, kind of doing this, Derek.
Yeah.
I need you to make me a pull.
Okay.
Pum, pum, pum.
To contain my rage at butts again.
Butts.
I was trying to have a sincere moment with both of you while we were doing a nice
Maybe we
Ouija
sincerely want the butts.
I mean, it was a little boy. Little boys have weird senses of humor.
This is true.
I'm just I can't with you both.
Derek, you're kind of sitting there. You have this exasperated, you guys. And you feel the planchette move again. It moves away from the yes and kind of goes back to that top row of letters. It starts to go towards the B, but then it lands on D. And then it slides over towards A. And you feel your fingertips move it towards R. And then K. And it does it again. D, A, R, K. And again, and again, and it gets faster and faster, and around you, the bells start ringing. The sound echoes off the walls, and it gets louder. It's like every bell in this fucking house is ringing, and the board keeps saying the same thing over and over as the planchette shoots between the letters D-A-R-K, 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 D-A-R-K. Make me another pull.
Whoa.
Fuck.
And you're all sitting around this board, watching and feeling the planchette move, and you, Derek, you almost lose your grip, and so you have to jerk forward, kind of bending to keep your fingers on the planchette, and it's a good thing you do, because from behind you, one of the flower vases on the mantle flies off the shelf.
Oh my God.
If you hadn't moved, it would have hit you in the back of the head. but this vase smashes in the middle of the Ouija board and shatters. Ceramic pieces shoot out everywhere, and the flowers tumble out, and the board is covered in dirt.
Oh my god.
And all at once, bells stop. Silence reigns.
What the heck was that, Derek?
Okay, so that was you two fuckers with the butts, but I'm pretty sure you guys weren't spelling out dark.
No.
Okay.
No,
You're not just trying to.
The butts was only me the first time.
You're not just trying to mess with me and spell out my name, but poorly. Cause like, ooh, little boy ghost doesn't know how to spell.
And Derek, you glance at your phone to stop the recording, and your battery's super low. It's at like 2% now, which is weird because it was really close to 30.
It was on airplane mode. What?
The other weird thing that surprises you is the time. You started this at like 6:30. It's midnight. And Grace,
I didn't take my medicine.
I need you to make me a pull. Grace, you should have taken your anxiety medication hours ago, and oh shit, is that bad? Are you gonna be okay? You've never done this before. You're always on time, and oh fuck, how long does it take for your body to go in withdrawal from this kind of thing? Are you overreacting? Were you always breathing this fast? And you can feel yourself kind of going into this panic, and you're kind of starting to hyperventilate, but because you made your pull and were successful, you kind of are able to recenter yourself, like, you know, you've gone through, you know, your anxiety routine.
I feel like Roy would be able to help me through that.
Yes. Roy, you're able to, you can see what it's like for her to kind of be in the state. So you kind of help, you know, sit down with her and kind of talk her through like, okay, like in for 3, breathe in, breathe out for 4, everyone calm down. And you're able to kind of get yourself under control, and you're able...
kind of, except a flower vase just flew across the room at Derek.
Well,
yeah, I feel like I'm looking into that. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd go over to where the flower vase was. I'm looking at my phone and being like, what the time? Like, I'm looking at my watch.
yeah,
I'm looking outside.
You would know that...
the fuck?
Your Ouija board, you look, your phone doesn't do that much good because it dies pretty soon after. But you're kind of looking at the mantle. Nothing seems weird. Like the other flower vase is kind of near the edge, but nothing to where it would kind of tip that far. And you start, you know, like brushing off the Ouija board, and you kind of go look at the box, and you catch a glimpse of the instructions that Hasbro includes for children, of course. And one of the items on the instructions says that contact with the occult can result in perceived time manipulation, i.e. hours passing when it feels like minutes, unexplained sounds, and technological malfunctions. Always remember to close the board by saying goodbye. Do not store in a damp place. Hasbro is not responsible for any physical or psychological damage.
Is that really what they say?
No, I made that shit up.
Okay.
I did not Google Hasbro Ouija board. I wish I had.
Well, so I guess maybe not a friendly ghost.
You think?
Yeah, it made a huge mess, and now I have to clean this up. I'm assuming I held on to my broom and dustpan with my dear life.
Yeah,
I know exactly where they are.
Yes.
And I'm cleaning up this damn vase.
Should we maybe, like, try and find the caretaker?
At midnight?
You just had a vase fly at your head. I don't know how you're not more freaked out about this.
'Cause it's a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a bad ghost, but like it's like, you know, it's a little poltergeist kid. He's gonna run around and like do like weird kid shit. He's gonna like, you know, he's gonna like do like he didn't.
What about dark for 3 hours when it felt like 3 minutes?
I mean, it's nighttime now. It is kind of dark.
Maybe he was just telling us what he sees because it's dark outside. I don't know.
Okay, I need to take my medicine. I'm like freaking out right now.
Fuck yeah. You yes. Do you have that on you? Do you need me?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go get you some water?
No, I have it. I have it over in my room. I'm gonna go get it.
Okay. I'll go grab a glass of water.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good.
And I continue to clean up the giant mess.
It's fair.
Yeah, so you all kind of branch out to your respective things. Derek, you're able to grab water from the kitchen. You know, seems cool.
Okay, when I go in the kitchen, I'm watching the knives, and I'm making sure that no knives come
That's a
at
good
me.
play.
Because like I know how poltergeists work. You're not throwing knives at me, kid. That's not happening today. That's not going to be what we do.
Yeah, the knives are all in like a knife block. And you are staring at them intently and look away really quick and turn on the water and stare back and no, nothing happens. But yeah, so you're able to grab water. Grace, you're able to, you know exactly where your medicine is. It looks kind of spooky in your room because it's dark. The shadows like from the tree kind of cast like a weird pattern on the wall, but you're able to, you know, grab them really fast and meet up with Derek. Roy, you're able to, you know, clean everything else, and kind of just like before, everything just kind of calms down. Like there's not any latent presence necessarily. It's just kind of a spurt of crazy shit. And then it seems cool. And you guys, you know, stay up. You kind of are panicked for a little bit, but you guys, it's also, you know, midnight 30 at this point. You had a really long night the night before. So if you guys want to stay up, you can, but that might not be great. Because I, as Marissa, get like fun if I haven't slept too long hallucinations, which are horrifying. So I can only assume other people do as well. So that's up to you how you would like to proceed.
I go to bed.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready for bed.
I think this is Derek's like first encounter with this is like proving everything that I've ever wanted to be right is right. And it's like, yes, no, ghosts are a thing. Like, because before it's just been like, ooh, like spooky sounds on my recording, on like my phone. But like now it's like, okay, no.
Something happened.
Something like flew at me.
And we all saw it.
Yeah. And like I have felt like like we've all felt like a time like dilation. So like, okay, this is like, I feel like Derek is just kind of like really, really amped.
Yeah.
But like that also like goes away quick. Like it comes up and then it dies back down.
Nothing else happens.
Right. Cause it's like now everything is dead. So I think,
it was always dead.
But I think I would maybe I think Derek would maybe like look around through like the records zone, looking for like but like only for like 30 minutes because then I just crash. It's like the sugar high and then like just like dead.
Yeah. We'll get to you in a second. So Grace, you're going to bed. Roy, you're also going to bed?
Yeah. I'm wiped out from all that cleaning.
Okay. So Grace.
Yeah.
You are, you know, you're getting ready for bed. It's kind of been a wild day. Lots of weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
And you have the attached bathroom. You brush your teeth, you use the potty and such, and you go to the sink to wash your hands. And I need you to make me a pull.
Oh gosh.
You turn on the water and you like put your hands under and you jump back with the start because your fingertips are covered in blood. And your nails are cracked and broken and bleeding and blood is oozing down your fingers. And you kind of blink for a second and hands are fine. Derek, meanwhile, you are back in that study. You are perusing the bookshelves. A lot of it is kind of a mashup. There's, performative literary classics, like who fucking reads all of Shakespeare's comedies? Nobody. I
thought you were going to say Mr. Moby and his dick.
Oh, Moby's dick is definitely there. But there's also like books about the serial killer H.H. Holmes and how he sold, bodies to medical doctors and stuff like that. You pay
oddly specific.
You pay particular attention to the little tables that are covered over in glass. They're like the little they have historical displays in them. One is just like General McCail's medals and military pins. One is with Carolyn McCail's handkerchief, some embroidery that she did. And there's one with a couple pictures and a photo album. And one of them is, a picture of Carolyn and Gregory McCail with another man. You can tell he's a doctor. They look like they're friends. In the background, it's in front of the house. You can see the cottage, and you can see like in the background, like very much in the distance, you see like their gardener at the time. The people in the foreground, though, the McCails are smiling, and you can see like someone has written their names, like Carolyn McCail, George McCail, and the person with them is named Dr. Victor Gilmore. And in the photo, he has a pocket watch, one that you recognize immediately because that same pocket watch is in that case with it. And it's weathered, but it's engraved with his name. And underneath it, there's an abbreviation for something. And it's just 4 letters. It's ORCS.
No.
Dun, dun. And the second picture in like this big photo album that just is like resting open underneath this glass is the McCail family. And I need you to make me pull, please. And so, you're looking at this photo album and you freeze. You get really, really cold. Not from anything supernatural, but from the realization that you have. It is a family portrait. Again, there is George, there's Carolyn, there's their daughters. And again, everyone is named. Catherine and Ginny. And you see their son. His name is Colin. And he looks exactly like how Grace described the face she saw. Hey, Roy. So you are beat, as you said. You collapse into your room. You have the other room that kind of overlooks this like big ass tree. And kind of similar to with Grace's room, the tree kind of makes these weird shadows. And you, as you're lying there, you're facing the wall, kind of looking at these shadows, trying to fall asleep. And you start to feel your throat tighten, and then it starts to close up. And I need you to make me a pull. Horrifying sounds. Hated that.
Throat sounds like.
Probably. I've never thought of that, and it really scared me a lot. On the wall opposite you, you see the shadow of this tree stretching across your wall, and it sways gently in the breeze, and also swaying is the shadow of a man hanging from a rope around his neck. And you are able to kind of like gasp out this breath, and you like sit up and like look out the window, and nothing's in the tree. That was a pretty good gasp, actually. That was pretty good.
Oh, this is spooky, Marissa.
But, oh good, I'm glad I can't tell anymore. But so you're, able to kind of like, ghost, whatever, Derek can take care of it. And you're able to kind of
so cavalier.
But like, because you're really beat, and like just being in a dirty place really stressed you out, I feel like. So you're able to kind of fall asleep. But when you fall asleep, Roy, you have a dream. And as soon as this dream starts, it feels familiar. It's one that you've had many, many times since childhood. Your legs are burning, feet thudding against hard, packed earth. You're in a tunnel, underground, deep, and you are running from something. You don't know what, but you do know that you can't let it catch you. You see shadows from behind you, long, gangly fingers curving up the tunnel walls around you. The smell of dirt is overpowering. With each ragged inhale, you can taste the dampness, the darkness. You're running, and ahead there's this light, this warm light, and you throw yourself towards it with a hand outstretched, and then you feel it, just like you always do, a vice grip on your ankle. You fall face and chest, slamming into the cool ground, and you are dragged back, and then you wake up. Just like you always do from this dream. You're in bed, you're safe, but you can still feel the phantom pain on your ankle, though you weren't running. Your chest is heaving with adrenaline, and you can still almost smell like the rotting earth around you. But not almost. You can smell it, and it's pungent. Roy, you go to sit up, and it's a little hard because the blanket on top of you is covered in it. Dirt is piled on top of you in a mound. It's around your bed, under your nails, in your teeth. You can feel the grit between them. I need you to make me another pull. Elroy, you throw this blanket. You shove the dirt off. You throw the blanket off. You are scrambling to the dresser where there's a mirror to shake dirt from your hair. And as you do, you see something. You see in the mirror a small white face with stringy blonde hair falling over its forehead. And you see more than the face. You see the whole kid. You would guess he's around 7 or 8, and he's just standing there with his head kind of cocked to the side, kind of looking at you quizzically. He's wearing this ragged white nightgown about the same shade as his skin. He's pale, and you can see his face is sunken in. His skin is stretched tightly over underlying bone, and it looks like his cheekbones could cut through the skin and pop out. It's so thin. And his mouth and in the crooks of his sleeves are bright red smears of blood. This boy is right behind you. And then all the bells begin to ring. And that's episode 1, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you so much for listening to Dread and Breakfast today. We'd like to thank Eli Schneider for our theme song and original music. Additional music is credited in the episode notes.
And thank you to Sam Kapustik, who created our fantastic episode art for this story.
Our players today have been
Fabrice,
Marissa,
Jacob,
and Christine. You can follow us on Instagram at D&B We're on Twitter at DreadandBeFast. Or you could visit our shiny new website at dndbpod.com.
we would really, really appreciate it if you could take a second to review us on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars and tell us your favorite breakfast food.
Thank you so much for listening, and if you would like to know what happens, tune in next week.